Football is losing its feel, its meaning for me. The whole point of the game is feeling and meaning. It's been that way since the beginning of time, since the thing started, right? It's been that way since the thing started in the industrial age and all of that. And I'm not going to get into the history of it all and everything like that. If you don't know it, go look it up. If you do know it, you know what I'm talking about. Me and my friends all sit around. I'm 32 years old. We're football daft. Football is our passion. We're all about football. Some of them still play football at whatever level it is. All of us watch it. We want to watch any game that's on telly. If we're just sat in the house, it gets flicked on. It's a championship game. It's a League One game. It's a Premier League game. It doesn't matter. The game gets flicked on. We're mad obsessed about football. And we've all and everyone has been talking about, like, is football getting a bit boring? And I think the honest answer to it is yes, it is. It is getting boring, and it has been boring for a while. And for me, it's because it's lost feeling. It's lost feeling, and it's been so dumbed down and overcomplicated with words. People that speak using big words, but just hide behind it. They don't have any meaning to it, anything about it, right? People that are stubborn with their ideas that don't want to change. And this is how I see the way of playing football, and this is what I'm going to do. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. That, to an extent, is what makes you who you are and what can make you special. But when it becomes stubborn and it's not working, that's when it's wrong. When anything isn't working, it's wrong. We can all say that in any part of our life, not just football. Even like social media online, and look, like, I'm doing it too, and I'll get into that in a second as well. But social media, it's almost like all these words that get used online on certain platforms and everything, and people talk and use all these big words. And I remember I used to sit there when I used to coach in America and listen to these guys, go up on the board and talk about all this. And I used to be like, what are you on about? Again, not that you're wrong, but for me, it's just so overcomplicated, and it's trying to use all these things to sound clever and sound smart. And then especially when you're on these platforms and you're trying to use them to, grow yourself and grow a brand and make a business, and a lot of people like a tweet or it gets a lot of reposts and you get numbers up because you say specific things, you then kind of get into the character of just trying to go along with that and playing with that. And that's who I kind of have to be. And you kind of get lost in yourself a little bit, and you feel that you're right and what everyone else says isn't correct, and how you break down the game. And it's not to say that that's not part of the game. It absolutely is part of the game. But I think that side of it is completely overtaking it, and I think it should just be a part of the game. I think the reason that we, say that we preferred things when we were younger and when we were kids, it was a lot more about the players on the pitch feeling the game out, and I think that's really the crux and the core of what football absolutely is. And look, for me as well, using the social media stuff online, I've gone through it too. Like, I went through a little phase recently on YouTube, speaking to people that have YouTube channels, and they're like, you need to make it brandy, it needs to be a brand. Like, what are people coming to? We need colors and things to pop. And I went through that, and ultimately I was like, I'm just doing the thing that I hate. I'm just doing the thing that I don't like about what's already currently in the game. Whether that be the YouTube football game or just football in itself, I'm overcomplicating. I'm trying to make myself seem polished off and something that I'm not. And that's why, if you look at the channel and the page, I've just gone back to just basics. It's just my thoughts and how I feel about it. And I'm not trying to sit here, guys, and say that I'm right and everyone else is wrong. It's not that. It's that part is just overtaking the game, and I'm fed up with it, and I don't want it to be the case anymore. And I think we are moving out of that phase, absolutely. But come on, let's just cut through the bullshit. We don't need to go through all these big fancy words and these big tactical game plans. The game ultimately is about the players. It's about the players. It's about moments. The game is about moments. It's about feeling those moments and taking those moments and doing special things and having players get us off our seat. And we wonder why we've lost the creative playmakers and your Ronaldinhos and all of those types of players. We could go through it and name a million of them, right? And we wonder why we've lost them. It's because we're the coaches, the people that are involved in the game at the youth level and the high level are trying to control everything and be the guy and look like they know what they're doing. Take a step back. Let the players do what they're going to do. And all I want at the end of the day is for the game to get back to being exciting. I don't want it to be this boring, YouTube-y, tactical, Twitter-y type stuff that we're seeing even in the game these days. Let's get back to what football is about, and that's about feeling and letting the players play and be creative and giving us some magic.